Hello and welcome to Janette, I'm Every Woman TV. We're coming live at you on location at the Studio Hair Salon in Thornhill, 531 Atkinson Avenue at the corner of Bathurst and Atkinson. Today we have a braid specialist and hairstylist, Diana Liebmann, on to talk to us about braiding because it's so popular.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Diana.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
You're so welcome. Now, Diana, you come via South Africa, right?
Yes.
And what part of South Africa?
Johannesburg.
Of course. And you been in Canada about 20 years?
About 22 years, yes. It's pretty much home.
Oh, you feel like home now. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, there's all different, I'm sure you've seen in your career as a hairdresser, all different trends come and go. Braids seem to be the hottest thing today. And like all the girls want it, whether it's for prom or what have you. But I'm noticing it's not just like the young girls. Older women seem to want the braids too. I don't know.
Absolutely.
If they're trying to look younger or what's the story. But what do you attribute this little braid craze to?
So braiding is something that can be done for very casual. It can also be done for functions, if you're going to a wedding, a bar mitzvah. One of the reasons my clients love to braid in the summertime is that if they're going to play tennis or they're swimming or they're busy outdoors and they don't want hair hanging in their face, they're worrying about the condition of their hair. The sun bleaches it very often. If you have highlights in your hair, you don't want their hair to get bleached out. So a great way for a client is they can put a treatment on their hair, braid the hair into a very quick French braid, and off they go. They leave the conditioner in, they can use a conditioner, they can use a treatment with a serum, and in the evening they come home, they rinse their hair, they can go, the hair is conditioned and healthy and kept out of place.
Yes, and I would also add styled because
absolutely,
believe it or not, my natural hair, and this is something that I do with braids too, in the summertime, we often don't want to put the time it takes into, you know, blow dry the hair, straighten the hair.
Absolutely.
What have you, right? And I have actually natural, pretty curly, wavy hair. Sometimes just braiding it, like washing it, braiding it, and letting it go is a quick way of styling and letting 100%. It dry through the day without having to do any work.
100%. 100%. Most people's hair gets curlier in the summer because of the humidity. So it's a great way of styling hair and controlling it without having to worry about fussing with a blow dry.
And actually, you know, the show The Vikings,
yes,
seems to have popularized the braids.
Absolutely.
And what we need to realize though in that case is that sometimes they're wearing a lot of extensions with braids.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about the different techniques in braiding, and we have a clip of you braiding, lovely braiding today. What was the technique that you used for that particular braid?
So I have one particular technique that I use a lot of the time on clients. So in the front of the first braid that I did a very small, very quick braid where you braid the hair, you do a flip over, and you put a pretty clip into it. That can be done with just that, and then the client can go, the curls, whatever she wants to do with the rest, she can leave. If she wants to get into more styling, then you've got that technique where you can actually do it anywhere on the head. If you had very, very long hair, and you don't want the hairdresser doesn't want to stand curling the hair for 2 hours, you can put one of these braids in. It's a reverse braid, and you remove a lot of the bulk of the hair and a lot of the length, especially when it's a girl who comes in, the young girls that have got hair down to their waist. To stand and curl that hair for hours would be crazy, and the hair, it would drop right out within no time. So this way, this braiding technique can actually allow the person to still have a long updo, still have curls, but eliminate the bulk of the hair.
Which is good. Okay, so of like French braids, the twist, there's all different types of braiding techniques. Which do you feel are the easiest to implement?
So the 3-strand braid is the easiest for people to do. A lot of the young girls are wearing side ponies with a fishtail. It looks amazing. It's very easy to do for them.
Right. I remember years ago, like just at slumber parties or whatever, hanging out with your girlfriends, it used to be fun to braid each other's hair.
Absolutely.
So that's also a nice way to bond with people. I'd like to ask you though, is there anything one should avoid when braiding hair so that it doesn't damage the hair?
Absolutely. So everybody's hair is different. Caucasian hair can be a little bit more fragile than Asian hair or African American hair. We have to be careful. Back in the day, people knew about the girl Bo Derek in the movie 10.
Oh, yes.
She had those really, really severe braids, the very tight braids.
Yes, with the beads.
With the beads.
That I went and got when I was in St. Martin on the beach.
Of course, we all did. We've all done it.
And it was very damaging.
Very, very damaging.
Especially when you pull out the beads.
Exactly, exactly. So apart from that, and again, on Caucasian hair, it would be harsh.
The knots alone, taking it out, oh God, was that painful.
Absolutely.
How long can a braid stay in?
It absolutely depends on the person. If you have very long hair with no layers, the braid will stay in as long as you want it to. And you can wash the hair with the braid. Again, it depends on the look and it depends on the type of braid.
And since you just mentioned layers, in the instance of layers, is it necessary to apply an extension in order to have a proper braid?
Not necessarily. You can, depending on how layered the hair is, you can do different braiding techniques where you don't have any problems with the layers.
No problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes the layers can present a problem.
Exactly.
In that, you know, even when you pull your hair up or try and put up an updo, the layers come down and it makes the hairdo look awful.
Exactly. If you were trying to do a 5-strand braid, generally you want the hair to be one length for that.
Now, if you're going to use an extension to accentuate the braid, what type of extension should one use? A synthetic one or real hair?
Generally, I believe in using real hair. Using the clip-ins are not so successful because the clips will show. There are the tape-in that are wonderful. Any hairdresser should be able to do it. And depending on the type of braid you have, the tape-ins will go in the direction of the braid and it will absolutely add bulk, length, volume to the braid. If you wanted, if a client came in and she didn't want, I did a wedding last year, the girl did not want, my client did not want any color in her hair. She's a young girl, she's not into coloring her hair. We were able to put the tape-in extensions in and we did a beautiful braid with soft curls and she loved it.
Okay, last question, because we have to wrap up a little bit here. We can have the braid and then, especially for weddings, we see this in the magazines a lot, that they actually put hair jewelry in
100%.
Or these little, you know, little flowers like a rose or something. How complicated is that though? Can it damage the braid? Like, can it pull hairs out when you do that?
No. Those hair accessories are designed to be able to work with the hairdressers. And if you know what you're doing and you know how to implement it, then you shouldn't have any problems.
Okay. So this has been great, very informative. How can we get in touch with you?
So I work at the studio. You can call the studio anytime. The number here is 905-597-1450. I'm also registered online at hairbydiana.ca. You can follow me on Twitter at hair_by_Diana, at least on Instagram. I'm on Google, I'm on Facebook. Please like me. I would love to see you in the salon.
Great, and you know, I'd love to see them in the salon too, and actually you have an amazing giveaway as well today. You are offering a $100 gift certificate in beauty supply product. That's $100 certificate for any beauty supply product you want. You come to the salon, you see Diana, you get the gift. But if you want to get that gift and you want to see Diana, you're going to have to register for that. So you have to go to www.Janette, Janette, Burke, Burke.com. Right on the homepage it says enter to win our amazing prizes, and this is one of them. So you just put your name in, your contact information, phone number, email address, and the lucky winner will be contacted. So again, thank you for being with us, Diana, and thank you for being with us. Please like, follow, share, comment on all our posts. We are on every social media platform out there: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Vimeo, YouTube, you name it, we're there. Hashtag Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. Until next time, continue to be fabulous, and we'll see you.